him having an illegitimate child changed the dynamics of our relationship forever. Are you sure you want to talk about this? Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Huffs Evolved. I am Talia Huff.
I am Chris Huff.
And together we are the Huffs.
Huffs.
If you're not already subscribed to our channel, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you can get notified every time we post something new. Like and share with your friends, family, everybody. We're trying to build up our subscribers. And our channel is all about real talk, real issues, real solutions. That's our slogan. That's what we stick to. So you'll probably see a lot more of our family. You'll get in our business a whole lot more and actually travel with us in our actual businesses.
And make sure you ask questions. We don't care what you ask. Just don't be disrespectful. But we will answer your questions. And if you be disrespectful, we will not entertain whatever you're asking.
No foolishness.
No foolishness. We're just trying to be real.
No drama.
And help people out.
We have enough drama, obviously. We have enough to share, so. We want people to be helped by this. We want y'all to join in, come into our family. We're a little kooky, a little crazy, like most people, but, you know, come in, be a part, you know.
We're inviting the world. We want to be your other family.
Other family? I think you got enough families.
Who? Me?
He's a family creator.
My family. That's what we do.
No, but the last time that you saw us, we were discussing his illegitimate child.
Dum, 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 dum.
No, we were talking about, you know, the fact that he had a baby while we were married, and that baby is still young, and we don't see the baby. We have no contact with the mother and the baby. And I don't know, you know, definitely weigh in on whatever your opinion is or whatever you think. If there's someone who, you okay?
Yeah.
If there's someone who has experienced this or has already went through this, you know, we definitely welcome the opinion or the advice of more seasoned couples.
It's okay.
We just ate dinner.
The ice is not set in.
but he think he in the islands or something. Like, I don't know what this is about.
I'm on vacation. Listen, we're gonna retain this a little bit longer. So, I'm an essential worker. You know, we're gonna do one of those next too. We're gonna do the life of an essential worker. Yeah.
We're not.
We're gonna see a lot of clips. You're gonna see me going back and forth to work. Boop, boop.
We're not gonna do that. He make up stuff all the time. But no.
I ain't an essential worker.
He is an essential worker. But back to the topic at hand. He had a child outside of our marriage, and you know, we are dealing with that. We're living with that. Like, that's the real deal, Holyfield. If you have never experienced anything like that, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But that was the big bomb that he decided to drop earlier without any warning. He decided to drop that bomb earlier, and we were going to share it anyway. That was going to be the next thing that we share, so it was totally fine. But
oh my chinny chin chin.
Oh my gosh, we barely survived that. Barely.
Barely.
Are you sure you want to talk about this?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I would have stopped you a long time ago.
So I know the question is, how the hell am I still here, and why the hell am I still here? And girl, have you lost your mind? Yeah, I know that all of those things are like going through your head right now. So first off, I did not go through that well. Just so you guys know. he gets upset because he doesn't think that I share the real. This is me sharing the real. This is me being transparent. I did not take it well. Ladies, sometimes a delayed response is okay. It's not okay to ignore the issue, but give yourself time to process. Do not just make rash decisions because you'll end up regretting them later on. I made some really horrible decisions. In the beginning, that was like when I first found out, like the first 3 months or so. I was totally fine. We were building. We were going through the process of paternity testing. Like about 6 months.
Summertime started. As soon as Hot Girl Summer came out, she wanted to be a Hot Girl Summer. And turned into a Hot Thot Summer. I was just kidding. That's hilarious. That was a good one. You used that retard.
It's not you, don't worry. I just made it up. I'm sorry. It just sounded
I decided to have a little fun because he had a little fun. So, but what happened was I was not surprised that he was talking to another woman. I did not know that he had a child. I dreamed that and I found out, and so that was the shocking part. That hit me really, really hard because we're talking about a whole entire life. Him having an illegitimate child changed the dynamics of our relationship forever. We will never operate the same way again. Our marriage will never be the same. When situations like this occur, your marriage is never the same. You can never go back to the way you were prior to situations that are this large. You just cannot. I don't care who you are or where you come from or how well you operated or how amazing your marriage is. When you have a situation like this, your marriage is never the same. As I said, we had to go through
counseling.
We went to counseling. We went to marriage counseling again. And that was that was actually good.
I was just about to say that was actually good. He was very unbiased. He was a pastor and former, but he still lived by the code of the Bible and all that. And he really had some good stuff to share.
At 7:30 in the morning every Saturday to meet with the marriage counselor, and it worked. It was like he said, it was expensive. We paid out of pocket. He paid out of pocket. We went faithfully. But it was winter time, and so with like the snowing and him with his business, the snow plowing business.
We were up early already.
We were up early, but sometimes we weren't able to go just because of the demand on him. So we liked our counselor a lot. But we stopped going to counseling because we felt like we were getting better. We felt like we were getting good communication. We actually, the funny thing is like the demand of him like doing snow plowing and running his business, and it was just a lot. But the other thing was our counselor ended up getting sick. He was in the hospital, and so
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was in the hospital, and so that cut us off for a couple weeks. But he gave us great assignments, and we communicated a lot with during that time. And I had support. The thing is, make sure you have people in your corner who are supportive. Like I have who I call my spiritual mom, who was like there every step of the way for me. Like as soon as it happened, she was like the person that I went to or that he went to, and we talked about we had support. We had a support system. At the time, we were doing a family Bible study, so that was a support system. But I could not tell everyone.
Is that what you were gonna say helped? Because that's where you had ended up talking about what really helped.
Yeah, everything. What really helped was having a well-rounded support system. Mm-hmm. Don't just tell one person, and don't hold it in. I'll say that. I held it for like 3 months. I didn't tell like really anybody, like my family, because I didn't want anybody to judge him.
But I think you can agree with this too. Like, don't just tell anybody your family.
Sure that you tell your family when it's time. Because you don't want people to judge. Like, you don't want people to take it wrong. Like, one of my brothers took it horrible. Like, him and my husband are just building their relationship back up because he took it so hard. And the thing is, a lot of people were looking at us as, like, the model couple or, like, that couple that they loved. And when that happened, it was like, yo, everything I thought about marriage, y'all just flushed it down the toilet.
We knocked the air out of everybody.
Yeah, so it was hard. It was really difficult.
But just let you know that we human.
Yeah, we human. We
ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah. It's deep. That just made me hear a rap song in my head.
What song is it?
The only human, girl, we make mistakes. To get it back, I do whatever it takes. I love you like a fat kid love cake. You never stop. Anything to make me smile. Girl. I don't know why I heard that. Okay, yeah. That's what I heard. I'm a music head, so. But yeah. So have a good support system in place. Build that up now. Don't decide to get that when you're going through a traumatic experience. Get a good support system ASAP. Like right now. Build it up. Somebody you trust, somebody who is seasoned, somebody who has been through something, not somebody who's new at this, or somebody who, as we talked about, has never been through anything even close or similar. Get somebody who knows what's going on. That's what I would suggest. The other thing is, like I said before, give yourself time to process it. Don't make a decision right away. I shared previous in my video how I felt about him, and now I'm sharing it again. A little snippet of it is like, he was who I needed to get through it. Don't break away before you get that healing you need from them or the answers you need from them. Don't. Whoever hurt you, whether it's your partner, male or female, whatever, get the answers you need if they're open to it. If they're not open to it, then they may as well just go ahead and go. But y'all may as well break up. But if you are in a marriage and they are willing to answer your questions, get the questions answered, because it's always going to be in your back. The what if and what happened and the why, all is going to be in the back of your mind. So take that time to really sit down and communicate. You may not be able to do it right away, but do it at some point. People who cheat on your spouse and make this type of decision, understand that it is not an overnight thing. Like, no matter how many times we say we are okay and we are over it and everything is okay, it's not. There is times that it come up right now. It will knock the wind out of me sometimes. Like, I can be grocery shopping and we're having a perfect day, and he can say one word to me and it'll remind me of something, or it'll jar my memory, or like, it's the weirdest thing ever. Or we'll be out in public, I'll see somebody that looks like her, or I'll see a little baby and I'm like, really, for real? Please. Like, I want to break up all over again. I want to cheat on you all over again. Sounds crazy. Don't nobody want to hear it. He don't want to hear it. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you that it is the truth. It is a constant battle. After about 6 months, I was like, okay, we were building, we were working on things, like things were getting better, and out of the blue, don't y'all know the enemy is so strategic? Out of the blue, I end up meeting someone and like communicating with that person and cheating on my husband. But I didn't care. I didn't. Like, I talked to clergy leaders, and people were telling me like, it's okay. Like, you have grounds to leave. You have grounds for divorce. Some people were like angry with him because they knew us. They knew the type of couple that we were, and I wasn't letting anybody talk negative about my husband. Period. That is one thing I never did. I never was okay with somebody talking negative about my husband. You can go hang yourself. You're not about to talk negative about him, because he is still my husband, no matter what. Until I say so, he's my husband. So, hey. We had a really rough summer. Really rough, because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I think I spent our anniversary out. The night before our anniversary, I didn't come home, and that was when I knew, like, this is really, really serious. I ignored it. I drank a whole lot. I drank so much that they thought I had GERD. We're talking about real talk, real issues. Like, this is not a joke. I would just go to work, drink, go out, party, whatever I could to numb myself so I did not have these feelings. Entertain multiple men, like talking to them. I was not sleeping with a whole bunch of men. However, I was entertaining them, like talking on the phone, going on dates and stuff like that. But I will tell you that even throughout that, 9 times out of 10, I was not fulfilled. I was not fulfilled. I would still find my husband. or I would be out somewhere with somebody else and like, oh, I gotta go, and me and him we end up together, like out somewhere, or he come find me, and me and him hang out, and I'm like, what is the point? If I get divorced and I deal with somebody else, I marry or either date someone else, I'm gonna cheat on them with my husband. Like, that's stupid. So that let me know that I still love him, that I'm still attracted to him, I still want him, and I still need him. That is when you know you truly become one. Because after all of that, I couldn't believe he even wanted me back. After my hottie thotty, what you call it?
Hot thot.
My hot thot summer. that tried to flow into fall. That tried to flow. But
didn't work.
God don't play no games. So I ended up one day having like horrible pain, and just out of the blue, I thought I was dying, and I was home with him, and he takes advantage of taking care of me. Okay, so he ends up like trying to nurse me back to health. I end up going to the doctor, going to the hospital. To make a long story short, I end up having 90% of my ovary removed. I only had one ovary left. I ended up having 90% of that removed. So I had to have basically like an emergency surgery, and yeah, that stopped me in my tracks almost. And I was still texting here and there, but then I was like, what is the point? What is the point when you know you are married and you are out of alignment with your marriage?
Especially when God putting you on your deathbed and trying to let you know, like, listen, if you don't stop. And then he told me first, and I told you, and you ignored me.
That's it. I didn't want to hear that. You had to say. You was a 210. Dirty, rotten scoundrel.
That's alright, because he confirmed what he told me and showed it to you in the physical. And I mean, I hate that it happened, because
you don't hate that it happened. He's so happy. He's so happy I had to have an ovary removed. He's so happy. Well, he's not happy about that because he wanted me to have a baby.
It's alright. Some miracle child in there somewhere.
No, it's not.
This is a little child in there somewhere waiting to jump out.
The little child is waiting for its mama to release it to our family. So, listen, if you watching, release our child.
There's a baby in there.
Please. We'll get over it. She'll get a man or a husband of her own or whatever, and one day we'll be able to know him.
I will say this, like, okay, so even though it looks like I'm the bad guy, like most men are the bad guy when this stuff happens, always remember, don't judge a situation, especially if you don't know what happened, because
he's the bad guy.
There are other things that happen. Don't just assume because I went and got somebody pregnant that was something I wanted to do.
He did.
Don't assume that that stuff
raw.
happened because I just wanted it to happen. Like, no, like it was a lot of different stuff going on.
But how do you put your penis in someone raw and expect the baby has to come out when you release yourself into them? That's what happens. Am I right?
That is what happens.
Okay. So let's be clear. Let's be clear that we have to own up to the decisions that we make. Don't, like, no, you didn't want a baby, but you wanted to stick your penis in a woman. Raw. Sorry.
Bad business.
Bad for business.
Bad business, y'all.
He should have had a contract signed, sealed and delivered. No baby was gonna come out of there. If he had to talk to his wife, I would have drew a contract up for them. But
that's hilarious. It's okay.
Yeah, sold him into slavery. But no. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
fine. I was just wanted to say that, like, you know. I mean, having a baby is definitely the man's fault, but just know, like, it was a reason why people's relationship gets to those points. That was my point. I'm not about to.
People who cheat.
No, I'm saying, like, understand this about marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend, or significant others. Cheating doesn't happen first. there is things that happen in your relationship that makes people look at you. Is that how you felt when I was spitting little things up my mouth? Anyways, there is things that happen in your relationship that builds up to cheating. So it doesn't just happen. Some people it just happen for it. They just cheat. But there are, when you got strong relationships, there's a build-up factor. Like, things have to happen. Uh-oh, don't stare up there.
I see it. What is
You've been seeing it. It's a spider. What else is it? But anyways, things, some relationships, they have to build up to that stuff.
Oh my God, you gotta kill it. He coming over here.
Up. No, yeah, he stopped. A lot of stuff just
don't lose him.
Builds up. It's not even over here, but you can keep looking that way. Alright, so that's all I'm saying. Like, there are build-up factors. And now we got somebody coming in our house, so we are leaving at this point and we'll get back to you.
Oh my God, the spider!
But still, my knocks were unanswered. And then I went home and watched television until television went off.
Get along.